There is a quote in today's Sunday Times from you saying that you regret voting for leave, that if you had your time over again, you'd vote remain.
If I had my time again, I think we would have been better to probably remain and not unleash these demons.
OK, Aaron Banks now, thank you very much indeed.
Kieran Donovan is a van driver. For more than 10 years, he's delivered goods over every border in Europe.
I'm convinced that Brexit is the right thing for this country.
I know exactly what a mess it's going to be.
I think we've been told a lot of lies. I don't think anybody in government actually understands the nitty-gritty of the complexities of getting goods from A to B.
Before you came and saw this for yourself, did you think the same, or did you think it was all fine and it would be okay?
I've been told it was all fine. A number of people in government have pronounced and said, yes, it's all going to be fine.
I'm reaching the point of thinking that we should have a second referendum.
On what?
On EU membership.
The whole thing?
Yes, of course. Unless you want to have a multiple choice referendum.
No.
Which confuse people.
I'm
I
amazed.
think if we had a second referendum on EU membership, we'd kill it off for a generation. The percentage that would vote to leave next time would be very much bigger than it was last time round. And we may just finish the whole thing off.
You could have two referendums, and as it happens, it may be more sense to have the second referendum after the renegotiation is completed.
This gentleman here mentions bananas. It is absurd that we are told that you cannot sell bananas in bunches of more than 2 or 3 bananas.
If you are working for a company that builds anything that's for export, ask yourself why your customer is still going to buy from you when we are treated as a third country by every single one of the 164 nations around the world. And they have to pay more to buy it from you. Will they still place an order for that product from you in February for March delivery? Will they place orders in March for April delivery? How serious is that going to be for the company you work for? If your prices automatically increase by, bang, 20%, 30%, 14%, depending on what you make.
UK is gateway to Europe. And therefore it is expected that the manufacturing businesses in particular will continue to have the free access to the European market.
You said in July that a bad Brexit deal, as you termed it, would cost you £1.2 billion. Is that still your view?
Yes, it is, and by the way, it's quite open. Everybody can calculate this kind of figure, and by the way, 1.2 billion only means just for Jaguar Land Rover without any burden of the supplier industry.
JLR's invested £50 billion in the UK over the last 5 years. It's looking to invest a further £80 billion over the next 5. You can see that he's getting pretty ticked off with the way the Brexit process is going.
Sites in Germany, there are sites in France that have said we'd really like to have a slice of this part of the plane, and it's always remained in the UK. It's heritage. And there's a whole sort of slew of suppliers that are also attached to this. So you mentioned that Airbus has 14,000 employees in the UK, but there's probably 100,000 additional workers tied to that. Companies like GKN, Cobham, Senior, that whole host of suppliers that would be attached to this. And should Airbus move out of the UK, it would be absolutely catastrophic for the company and for the country.
Warning that unless the Tories get their act together and keep us in the single market and customs union, Airbus might quit the UK.
If there is no profitability of continuing operation in UK, not Japanese only, no private company can continue operation. So it's as simple as that.